daisies. Can you hear it?
Oh, I'm just listening through the stream.
No, I'm not gonna.
Welcome to Atop the Fourth Wall, where bad comics burn. Liquor's gonna teach you all a lesson you won't learn. Brodsky, you're not the smartest. Liefeld, you're not an artist. Anyone who's not bad comics published, it could be your turn. Linkara, here's a man with punch, wears a birdie hat. Linkara, he has a magic gun, where he purchased that. Linkara, coins, robots, Amazon the trucks. Linkara, this comic sucks. Linkara.
Greetings, everybody, and welcome to Atop the Fourth Carton, where bad comics burn. Today I'm joined with Valence the Voyager and Arthur Abbott.
I have a laser gun. Please laugh.
Yeah, I'm here for an obligatory crossover. That was the hotness back then, and it's the hotness now.
Yep. I'm Ed Cara. We got Valence in the Voyager, or the Valence one. I keep saying names, I'm worried I'll be offensively compared to them, because, like, that time period had a lot of bad people that we nowadays we're kind of not there. Then we have the Nostalgia Critic. There we go, that one's good,
A bad critic!
A bad critic! Oh, and the bat nipples, yes. Rippy, I did not make the video, I did the song, I covered the song, though. Because, yes, Linkara has his own theme song. Like, who doesn't have a theme song? Like...
Yeah, in this current age, in this current year of 2007, what internet creator does not have their own theme song and an intro video
and lore,
and running lore that has been going for 100 episodes? That if you come into it at any point, you'll have no idea what the fuck is going on.
Last episode,
They still do that one.
Oh yeah, no, they have to. It's tradition now.
No, I mean, like, Patrick H. Willems started doing that one, and it's terrible.
Yes, let's greet the people. Hello, Czar. Welcome. Hello, Rippy. And Mechanica. Welcome. We're all good here. Well, we're good for now. We're about to not be good, because, guys, we're reading The Lightbringer by Love Hog and Sage. Now, for those that don't know...
Oh, I'm loving my hog. I am very excited about this, because it has been a very long time since I have delved into The Lightbringer. It was long ago that I remember reading through parts of it as a wee old lad in 2011.
Thanks,
so
Rippy.
over a decade later, we are diving right back in to the absolute pinnacle of internet content.
Turn up the other nerds. Thank you, Rippy. Okay, Arthur's already up a little. I'll put him up more. There we go. Arthur, you can get, like, more, and I'll just speak like this. There we go. Anyways, I was about to say, my favorite thing about this is the first page. You see, Love Hog and Sage. Those are two names. That implies two people wrote and worked on this. Because in comic book industry, the writer and the artist are different frequently, right, Valence?
Yeah, that's correct. Because, well, originally, the way comics were produced was kind of a production line sort of format, where you had a different guy doing basically every step of the process. So writing, penciling, inking, coloring, lettering, all a different guy. Usually all in the same building, just for convenience. Very factory-oriented. It was a job.
Yeah,
but that trend is stuck.
Was like, people won't respect me if I am just the one person doing this. So I'm going to make up a fake person, put his name on this, and claim he is the artist.
I forgot about that.
That is why we have it that way. He's like, this guy is doing the art for me. I'm the writer. Which
they've got to know that I'm professional. It's got to be just like my favorite professional comics.
Exactly.
And it doesn't matter what I have to do to get to that point. I have to be professional.
Just like
the fascinating thing about it is all of the notes just immediately give the game away and say, oh yeah, this is how I drew it. Me, Linkara.
But no, so yeah, sorry. The thing is, remember the date of this. This is 2006.
We are in
Like we are way before anything like Fiverr or like the primary art mode at the time was DeviantArt.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even think online commissions were really that big of a thing at the time. Like I mean they existed, but they weren't nearly the juggernaut that they are today.
You were going to Artist Alley to get your stuff drawn. Like you went to like cons to get art drawn. You didn't like go online and say, "Hey, draw this for me, please. I'll give you. I'm a rich furry. Draw my OC, please." It is a seven-tailed dragon with giant fangs. You didn't do that really that much. You would just draw it yourself, no matter how bad your art style was, because you would just want to show your stuff. Which, for all we're about to rag on this guy for this is a nearly 2-decade-old comic, but he did it. He drew it himself, and I'm gonna give him props for that. But we're also gonna the art is terrible.
We are going to rip this apart. We are going to
Yes.
tear this a new one. Yes, we will give him the benefit of the doubt of like at least it is a project that he put out and he by the sweat and blood of his hands released this. But goddamn is it terrible.
So, if we start this off with the homage to Identity Crisis. Now, Valence and I are the comic nerds, and well, we'll just say this. Identity Crisis was regarded as one of the worst comic events out there of the thousands. Like, can you name something worse than DC at this time period?
No, it was... Basically, it came out, and then every single other writer at DC immediately started writing a story that said, fuck you, guy who wrote Identity Crisis. Brad Meltzer? Blow me. Here's how heroes should be done.
Mm-hmm.
And then proceeded to do basically the same thing.
So for an uneducated comic knave, could you describe in a couple sentences or less what the concept of Identity Crisis was?
Okay, so you go, Valence. You got this one.
Yeah, okay, so Identity Crisis, the thing that they were having a crisis about was they were brainwashing criminals with magic, and the reason they were brainwashing criminals with magic was because of gratuitous sexual assault scenes.
What?
Yes.
What?
Oh, and murder after that.
And
Ugh.
mm-hmm. And Batman got 10 seconds of his memory lost because he was like, "This is bad. We should stop this." Oh, 10 seconds of it gone. You don't know about this happening. And then he went crazy over that and decided that's where the whole joke of Batman has a plan to kill everybody. I mean, it was always a thing, kind of, but like that's where he's like went his most paranoid and like built a spaceship satellite that could like kill metahumans. The Omax, Brother Eye. Yeah, everyone went crazy during this time period. And so he's homaging to that.
It sounds...
Admittedly, Identity Crisis number 2 does have a nice cover.
I'm not gonna lie, we're gonna give
Can't
it
fault him for that.
It is a good cover. We start off with Pharaoh City. Don't you just love that MS Paint there? You can just taste it.
You can see the lines. Oh, the glorious lines.
But there's gradients, though.
It certainly does remind me of a Midwest city, I'll say that.
You can
Yeah.
It's in the middle of nowhere.
There's the corn, there's the big highway leading to and from it. There's the abandoned
Looking
building.
back at this first splash screen, he did think about what was in this city before he drew this. Because that red triangle-shaped building there is actually meant to be a red triangle-shaped building. That is Delta University. It comes up on the sweatshirt of a guy in issue 8, which was 8 months after this issue came out.
Oh, wow, that's pre-planning, honestly.
Yeah, no, it's like... There are parts of this that are almost impressive, except for everything about it.
Also, when I did this comic, the text was size 14, because I was just starting to experiment. I wanted to see what I would do with it. I love that we get his commentary for these issues, because there's something just, like, innocent about someone's commentary, the way he gives it. It's like, yeah, no, this is the way I believe, this is how it should be, and this is me just having a little fun.
Yeah, this whole era was really, this era of the internet was really identified by the innocence
Experimentalness.
of experimentalness and innocence of content creation. We weren't bitter and miserable and nihilistic and jaded yet from years on the internet. And we were all just like plucky and young and wanted to put our stuff out there and live our dreams and have other people experience it. And then we lived life and realized that everything sucks. and now we're here. Now we're here in the current year.
Now we're in Pharaoh City, but it's the internet. We
Oh yeah, that's.
Carter Granholm.
I forgot how early that came up. Yeah, so I guess content warning for the first arc of
Oh
this
yeah.
terrible webcomic. It sure is about sex slavery for some fucking reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, they were kind of ahead of their time in a way because the human slavery is a like sex slavery is a genuinely big issue in that like permeates the underbelly of society today. You know, like and kidnappings. But I mean, this is the like Mad Max extremism other end of it where it's just like out in the open in American cities and like everyone's has the friggin' leashes on and it's just like it's the excessive
Mhm.
B movie sci-fi idea of it.
We'll get to that
Oh,
part
yeah,
in a
no.
second, but first, look at that chair. Just
Uh,
the big chair.
this page.
I want to sit on the big chair. Think of it how comfortable you could put your butt anywhere on it.
You
There's
sit
so
on the
much
big
room.
chair. You take the solid chew big soda. You're set.
Oh, let's go.
Oh,
Yeah, big soda.
Also, just let me just like, yeah, I'm just gonna put numbers here. Like, is this like a Hickman thing with like this all these charts? We don't need this. Oh yes, he was a stock boy at the time. I'm glad we get some nice details of his life.
Yeah, no, it is fascinating how much this character is a self-insert, given a second character that shows up later that's somehow even more of a self-insert.
Also, here we have Serpent. Not Serpent, guys. No, he's a snake, but this is Serpent, as in he has pants. Serpent. He's a loan shark.
You can
a
kind of
thief.
also kind of see that, like how I assume. So I can't remember off the top of my head. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks to be that Lewis is very uncomfortable with drawing women in revealing clothing of any kind, because that is not how
Oh,
I would
yes.
expect a sex slave to look while on a leash, controlled by an evil gang member.
Okay, so
Because you see, fictional characters are real people just like you and me,
Mhm.
and therefore it would be wrong to sexualize a minor.
Yeah.
Anyway,
In the
We'll get there.
industry, this is what we like to call foreshadowing.
Okay, so I will give some context to this. At this time period, Louis Linkara, what's got Louis, what I would call him, he was a bit of a hardcore Christian at the time. I mean, some of his past accounts on other websites that come up that we learn of in the future paint this a bit differently, but at the time he could claim to be devout. Like that was kind of you'll see this devoutness kind of come up in this comic at least.
Yeah, which I mean, to be fair, in this era, it was extremely common for
Yeah, no.
for kids who grew up in a devout Christian Baptist or,
To be like
or Catholic or any or evangelical environment to end up right out of rip off high school to
Be
act like
this.
that. And then, you know, they grew over time and maybe their opinions changed a little bit and they softened. But like, yeah, there were, I remember I was very gung ho on the Lord, like around my late teens.
Mm-mm.
But, you know, I holy words, Batman. Yeah.
You didn't write a 15 chapter comic. We'll say that. You didn't do that, Arthur.
Yeah. No, I did not.
well, the thing is, like, yes, there was a lot of them. The only difference that makes this notable is that Lewis was into comics and Power Rangers and not Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh goodness.
This is true.
Oh,
This is true.
Yes, this is the Sonic of comic books. Let's just put it that way. And also, like,
Oh yeah, in terms of holy words, there is something of an explanation for this. So, prior to the comic endeavor, Lewis actually wrote 4 young adult novels about angel armor.
mhm.
So he was used to prose writing and not used to editing of any variety.
you know, he edits it as he writes, as we learn in a text box in the future. You know,
I think I might have forgotten that one for my own safety.
for your own safety, yes. Like he kind of spoke about how he wrote stuff and just editing it as he wrote. So you got these kind of train wrecks. But yeah, no, he did write. I think they might still be on Amazon still. I already got rid of them. I found a archive of them because, well, I read a page and I got scared off. I didn't want to do that. It was too much. It was this but without pictures, and like you need the pictures. Oh, also, I guess there might be people who don't know who Linkara is here. I just realized that could be a thing. The reason,
Oh, true. Yeah, we should explain.
the
Yeah.
reason why this is so, I guess, important is that this isn't just some guy with a dumb webcomic. This guy made his bread and butter, still does, reviewing comics in general. He's a comic reviewer. This guy is a reviewer that made money from this. Like, not this itself, but he makes money reviewing comics. So, you get the whole, like, dichotomy of reviewer that can't create. Or I guess he did create. It just wasn't good.
Yeah.
His videos are getting like 28,000 views. It's bread and margarine at best.
I mean, he still has a Patreon. That's some money.
It's bread. It's bread and bread. He gets bread.
He gets bread.
And you know what? Who could fault a man for getting bread?
Mm-hmm. You understand, Arthur. Thank you. But yeah, I just love to hear this, like, oh yeah, I got the Batman backstory where my parents are dead from slavers. Oh, but here we get the full cool part, like, yeah, he has powers.
Yeah, suddenly revealed out of nowhere, he just has powers.
When I was 7 years old, I got my photo taken, and suddenly I glowed. But man, I didn't tell them because I was scared, but maybe if I told them, I could have saved their lives. Oh wait, though. My parents were devout pacifists.
Oh my god, I forgot about this plot point. It's...
As I stood over their deathbeds, I vowed to stay true to pacifism.
Which doesn't make any... This is, like, the most nonsensical plot point of, like... So, he witnessed his parents be brutally murdered in front of him. He had powers and he did nothing to stop... to help them or stop it. And then the takeaway from this whole situation was, well, I guess I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I see nothing wrong with this. I've learned
I can't have any more parents die.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I could have anyone else in my life that I love die. Everyone else is already dead.
There you go. Holy orphan, Batman. Look at that. Oh, also, I love it, like, yeah, my original idea was that he was just a coward and lacked willpower, but then I was like, whoa, what if I made this deep? I've read Watchmen before. I can make this deep.
Boy, howdy, has he read Watchmen before?
Someone help me! Please!
Oh, the wonderful, you know, just to make sure that you really care about our hero and you connect with him. Our hero runs away from a rape as quickly as he can. Our hero.
Well, you know, in this part of the story, it's still like Peter Parker before Uncle Ben died, except Uncle Ben's already dead. He just hasn't gotten around to realizing what he said.
Peter Parker never ran away from Uncle Ben getting groped in a back alley, though. That's the difference.
Also, I like guys like, yeah, I'm gonna reason why I don't have cars here. Yeah, I can explain it away in dialogue. There we go.
Yeah, why there's big roads but no cars. Oh my god, the dialogue. It's like just a torrent. It's just words on words on words on words on words. And all the panels are placed in such a bizarre way where they're not quite straight.
The best page ever. Mom, Dad, I'm sorry, but you were wrong. You were completely utterly wrong. One cannot stop evil with pacifism. Evil doesn't feed on violence, it feeds on indifference. Evil feeds on pacifism. It feeds on people not doing anything to stop it. And when people do nothing, evil is allowed to continue its business. A person must not bow to evil, nor can he allow himself to not fight back. Okay, makes sense. Then we get to this part. Let's see, you had some words for this.
I barely even remember them. I've wiped this from my memory. It's... Hang on. Because I responsibly wrote down what I was thinking as I read this, because I knew that there was too many words and I wouldn't want to read it again.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so we have him saying, I'll read it as a quote and then you can respond.
Oh god, yeah, that's right. I remember what this particular horrible block of text
I
says.
truly believe that pacifism doesn't work to stop evil. Now, that doesn't mean I support violence in every situation where there's perceived evil. For instance, violence was not going to remove the British Empire from India. Violence was not going to force equal rights for black people. However...
Excuse me!
No, don't worry. Don't worry, Arthur. It gets better.
Against people like Saddam Hussein, or in this case, the criminal element of Pharaoh City, pacifism will get a person nothing but a bullet through their heart. Or, with Carter here, extortion, blackmail, and fear. Pacifism only gives evil a free ride to continue engaging its practice without oppose it. It's really the basis for all superhero comics. If you think about it, that violence can be employed to solve problems, might is not right. But as King Arthur said, the once and future king, why can't you harness might so that it works for right? I know it sounds nonsense, but I mean, you can't just say there's no such thing. The might is there. In the bad half of people, you can't neglect it. You can't cut it out. But you might be able to direct it, if you see what I mean. So that it's useful instead of bad. Might for
No,
right,
I don't know what
baby.
the fuck you're saying. I don't know what you're saying, Lewis.
Okay.
You-
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I-
here's the thing.
Yeah, sorry,
Here's the
Rippy.
thing. So, this is 2006. Lewis was, we'll say, conservative leaning. So clearly, his statement here is violence can't be used to upend white imperialism, but it can be used to continue doing it, and that's fine.
We can go to the Middle East with violence. That's fine. Oh, hello, Felly. Welcome, welcome.
We certainly. Oh my God, this is amazing. This is just I can't. And reminder to everyone,
It gets
Lewis
better.
is as white as the driven snow. This man is neon white. He is a cornstarch crusader.
He is as
okay,
pale
he
as
is.
me. I am.
He is. Yeah, he's pale as an egg yolk. He's the driven snow, brothers.
He is eggshell. Why does he write so many cliff notes? He's a writer, Rippy. You know what that's like, right?
The cliff notes are important. They're the only thing that gave me the strength to keep going through the comics, because my god, they're funny.
Here we go. My name is Carter Granholm. I live in Pharaoh City. Pharaoh City has been corrupted. Evil has taken hold of it. Criminals no longer fear conducting their business in the light. I will make them afraid of it again. Also, like, he's like, oh yeah, when I inked this, it didn't turn out as dark as I thought, but, you know, the more I did it, it was night, so it should be much darker. I made it too dark, but it contrasts with the light. I just love the little cliff notes.
I really love how he claims that he
The
inked
way-
this.
It's inked.
I love the way he's holding the knife in this. It's just the little chopsticks hang with it. He's like, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
It makes me wonder how he and Spoonie became friends. I mean, Spoonie is a whole can of worms to get into that would take a lot of time to explain, but yeah.
Yeah,
Doctor-
you got like 10 hours and a bottle of Jack. Then we
Yeah.
can get into Spoonie.
Like,
But
okay, so in fact, the intro song for Atop the Fourth Wall has a second verse. It goes on past that, and Spoonie is in that. He's Dr. Insano and was part of like his lore for the storyline of Linkara, the story.
yeah, Dr. Insano specifically was a creation
Huge.
for Linkara's story, I believe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hello, Cassandora. It's this section. Okay, that would be we'd have to go to Arthur's channel for that.
Yeah, that is very much an
I would-
Arthur topic,
I would love to
if
be there
anything.
for that, but I'm just saying, like, oh, also, here's the mention of Watchmen. Van, since you're our comic guy for today, could you explain Watchmen to those that don't know comics and why he keeps bringing it up?
Okay, so Watchmen is, of course, Alan Moore's seminal 12-issue miniseries, largely going over the Vietnam War and why it was bad, but it has superheroes in it, and it's also on the Times 100 Best Books of whatever. Who cares? Point is, it has mainstream legitimacy, so a bunch of people think it's the best thing ever written. It's fine. It's good. V for Vendetta is better in every way, but you know.
Yeah, it is very culturally relevant. It made a big impact on a lot of people, and it had a movie adaptation, which honestly, I think people were more harsh on than it should have been when it came out, and I think it was actually one of the better comic book movies.
To quote Linkara, it didn't have the slimy squid. What the heck, man? That's part of his song, by the way. Like, he brought that up in his song. Oh, also, yes, he's like, yeah, I was gonna have no sound effects, but sound effects in real life, so I better have sound effects. It's a comic. It's alright now. Step out of the darkness. Also, this one's fun part. Sorry, Manhunter fans. I don't like people who are supposed to be superheroes and yet still kill people. That's the game of villains, not the person I'm supposed to root for. Also, the top page really has the look of chibis, doesn't it?
That's
Lewis,
certainly
that's
one
not-
way to describe it.
Yeah, Lewis, that's not something you should be bragging about. That's not like chibis are drawn in that way very specifically to be a simplistic art form. I don't think you realize what you're saying.
Oh, also, like, I had to change how I was doing my text for this because Paint Shop Pro. You guys remember Paint Shop Pro, of course. Everyone knows those older, like, paint clones. God, there's just. But he's doing it in Photoshop now. Into the
He's
light.
only doing the text in Photoshop. He is still drawing it in Paint.Shop Pro.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And yes, once again, pencils, ink, and coloring by Ted Sage, who is once again for people. Ted Sage is not a real person. That is still Linkara. He just didn't want to put it all under his name. Let there be light, indeed.
I missed his instinct so bad. Yeah, it was a simpler time.
I love this cover. You can see the inspiration. Hey, ugly son of a bun.
I like the idea that he's jumping off that left roof, and he's just like, he's doing a little pose before he plummets to the ground.
This is a page. Also, I love the stock market. AMP +3. McDonald's -1.
He's trying. It's fine.
It exists. Also, the reason you read this is not for the comic itself. You read it for the author notes. Because my goodness, those author notes are some of the best.
The author notes are the best part of this comic by a mile. Not even close, yeah.
I like when he starts getting really heavy with the emoticons in them. It's deeply unsettling with what he's talking about.
Also, I like that I made my gauntlets because I have powers myself. I'm gonna give myself gauntlets because Oh, wait, no. The gauntlets I made by melting down some unsold shares. I know he means,
What, huh?
He means like metal chairs, but I'm just thinking like melting down wooden chairs.
Yeah, that's just like literally like just WWE style like folding chairs. He melted down into gauntlets.
I'm not sure how he melts them. Does he have a forge? I guess. But he melted down chairs.
Well, no, you see, his light powers burn people, which means they're generating some amount of heat.
What I mean, but what self-respecting young lad in Pharaoh City doesn't have a forge in their basement, though, right?
Of course, you gotta
Well,
make...
of course. But how are you gonna make your slave chains?
Oh my goodness, Valence. Yeah. Also, his hair is just like furniture spray.
I forgot that detail.
It's the hair.
I read this like a week ago.
That I'm really proud of, though. It's just generic touch-up paint for furniture designed to lighten it up a bit. Water won't remove it. What if I add some shampoo? It comes off. I'm not giving myself brain cancer. It's fine.
This is the final comic of the Lightbringer is him in the hospital because he's poisoned himself. He's poisoned himself with industrial paint.
Also, I just love that, like, yeah, I was gonna draw somebody here, and this guy's head cut off because they're focusing on this guy, but I never drew him, so we just get this panel of a guy without a head.
He could have just taken the part with the head from the second panel and just like you cut. Okay, maybe he didn't have the most the advanced mechanics of being able to cut and paste. Who knows?
On another note,
maybe
this page was my first attempt at shading. I thought it turned out fairly well. Frankly, it was far too time-consuming.
Where's the shade? He has what, two bars of shading here. There's like three. Okay, there's three.
Yeah, four. There we go. He shaded. He pillow shaded so well.
The thing that really gets me is the eyes.
Oh.
He keeps drawing them like that.
How to draw anime. Thank you. This is.
I can't believe every eye is an egg with a hair on it.
Hey, literally me.
Yeah, this is your drive.
I'd like you to meet up at the police. Come alone. Just he makes glowing cards. Oh, look at this guy smirk.
How is have his powers really been explained at all so far? Of like what they so it's like light blasts, right?
It's Green Lantern.
He does light blasts.
It's Green Lantern.
Okay, it's just Green Lantern. Okay, he just stole Green Lantern. Okay.
He's the White Lantern. Oh, also, we the best part about this is we get crossovers, because, guys, for those that don't know, this is during the time period where everybody had their own webcomic, and so he just would just...
Everyone.
And there's a lot of part of forums. Rippy's here, she's the forum queen. She knows about these kind of things a lot. Like, there was just web forums for anything, like making your own comic, sure. In fact, they once all crossed over. Like, there was, a huge, just, like... Gosh, 1,500 panel with 3 separate... Go to Adult Wars... No! That will get me... Do you
She doesn't try to get me. What is this aggression that she has for you? She doesn't try to get me banned on stream.
She wants to crack me. I know that. But look, I cannot do. Look, I will. We're gonna put this in a new tab. I will open it up right now. See if I can even. Fair enough. Rude.
I can't believe she's your only auntie.
No, I got linked too. Oh yes, this is the assault. I opened it. Part 1, Assault on Prawn Crest. Part 2, Coming of the Dragon with M. Organ Art. We got War.
So how's coming spelt there?
Correctly, surprisingly not. Part 5, Headshot.
Both spellings are correct. Which one is it, Egg?
The grammatical one, not the other one. Who ends up on top? Prawn Crest Penetration, and then the epilogue. So yes, they were. I guess for those that don't know, I will try to find one that's not bad. There were MS Paint porn comics during this time period. They were adult comics.
Oh.
There was Pimpette and Associates was one of the names of them.
Oh, Pimpette shows up in a later issue. Good lord.
Oh,
anyway, I think on some level, we're not allowed to make fun of them for crossing over on the VTuber collab.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Plus, also, it was just a thing that people did at the time. Webcomics were an industry; they were everywhere.
Yeah,
I will not say I wasn't. I was deep on webcomics at the time. I read everything: 8-Bit Theater, Lisa Gadoo, Control Alt Delete, VG Cats. What else was there? I'm trying to think of names. Sister Claire. What was the one? Looking
Mega
for
Tokyo.
Group.
Oh my goodness, Rippy, you're right.
They were the. Oh my god, she's right. I hate her for being so right.
Oh, the
She goes so bad.
El Gurshiv forms. Oh my goodness, they had form crossovers because they were formites. Because they didn't cross over to the comics. They had the forums that these were hosted on had crossovers as well. So basically, what I'm saying is like, I'll go to TV Trust real quick and say, okay, the Crossover Wars was a massive crossover that involved 50 different webcomics and 3 forums with 1,500 comic strips, 9 months through the year 07. We had adult comics, fantasy comics, forum comics, sci-fi, squirrels, superheroes. Oh my goodness.
What happens to the huge comic site that died? I don't actually remember. There was like a big network site at one point. I remember where everyone, like a ton of people were hosted.
Hive, whatever. That was
Hiveworks.
Slipshine.
What's it called?
There's a ton of them.
Oh, Slipshine. Oh, Slipshine's still around. That was the sci-fi comic, right? I think I have. Yeah, I have. One set. Oh, I have the plushie for that guy, the little blue creature. I have it still on my shelf right now.
Dumbing of Age still makes comics to this day. David M. Willis has not been stopped. Oh man,
uniquely bad. A lot of webcomics were uniquely bad back then, though. He's the host of adult comics. Oh, I'm thinking of a Slip something or other. I can't remember. Wait, let me grab the stuffed animal off the shelf and just look at it.
Moon over June.
Oh,
Rippy, why must you hurt us so?
So hey, Egg, you're listing these down. We're covering them all, right?
We can get a bunch of people on for a honestly, I'm inspired by this. Let's get as many VTubers as possible. Each one brings a webcomic they like. We'll talk all about them at once. It'll be a big webcomic crossover episode.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
I will.
And yeah, unfortunately, I have 1 second. I'll show you guys it. I don't know if you might be able to bring this up on camera.
If you just
Egg.
link it up, I got it.
Well, no, I turned on the cam so you could see it. This little guy right here. He was from a sci-fi webcomic that I read at the time, and I bought this. I believe I bought this at a convention.
Yeah, pose it for the camera. I'll share it right now.
Yeah. It's on Discord. It's I put. But yeah, I had the what was it? I had the comic, like the first like several issues.
There we go. It's on screen now.
Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, I can't. It started with an S. I can't remember what the name of this comic was.
No bullying Valence, guys. Valence is based. He is awesome. He has good taste.
No, it's true. I've read a bunch of webcomics that are
Mhm.
bad and
Oh, no,
refuse to
you have
reassess
to.
their quality.
You have to read the bad webcomics. You don't get lost without being able. Okay, you can't fully appreciate Lost if you don't read the rest of the whole thing.
Yeah, I read all of Control Delete. I read all of Control Delete, and it's bad. It's really bad in retrospect. At the time, I did not think.
Out of context, I think that Lost is an interesting piece of cartooning.
It is certainly a fascinating
Arthur,
concept. What?
ever just brought up your mouse pad?
It's very comfortable and ergonomic. Okay. Listen, it's really comfy.
Now I'm not sure what you do on your stream, but on our channel, we're not that kind of stream around here. We're a respectable stream. We're a very
Yeah, I've never once
wholesome.
seen Egg play a Metroid game.
I'm sure you watch things for the plot as well. I do! I'm being bullied. I'm being bullied by the eggs and aliens. This isn't fair. No one knows how hard it is to be me.
Interesting. But yes, I love this because we get the crossovers of everyone drawing other people. Mechanical Girl, Lisa Ant, Dyson, Mind Mistress, Creep, Doc Hyperion, Unnamed Superhero, and Green Avenger. Like, I just love it. He's drawn his friends. Like, this is very wholesome. This is like every VTuber artist that draws other VTuber artists right here.
Yeah, this is nice. Honestly, you can't really like cite quality on this. It's just it's very like it's a heartfelt. Yeah.
Now we get to this fun part.
Oh my god, that share I didn't register the first time because I was too busy. It's too caught up on the way that I'm pretty sure Linkara thinks that the romantic period meant like romance novels and not.
Well, okay, that chair. Think about it. Okay, you what you do is you wedge your back and butt in between the corners, and then you put your head at like a weird angle on that, and then your knees go on a weird angle on the other side. So it's like the best non-ergonomic, like I just want to crumple myself chair when you're sitting on sideways.
I won't mean the shape of the armrests.
He makes chairs for giants.
Oh wait, I just saw it. Oh, oh, okay, I see it.
What's that?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry. The pure-minded won't see it.
Michelle a lot. She's worked. Oh yeah, it's so romantic. Think about it. Right now, there's some urban knight selflessly working to fight all the crime in the city. Isolely adored. She is simply in love with the romantic period in literature. The romantic period in literature had to do with romance novels, of course, right?
Absolutely.
Of course. Yeah. What else could it possibly be, Clueless?
Wait, this is the girl that, I just ran away from.
Anyway, so excellent. Oh, it's the next page with the excellent note.
Oh boy.
Yep, that's me. That's a stone top table, right? About 100 pounds, 110. Hold this. Motion blur. Guys. He has motion blur on this.
Wait, he copied and pasted that bag. He didn't draw a unique bag.
We need to back this up for a second. What is this? Okay, well, I hope you don't take it a wrong way when I say it's a little unusual to have a stock girl. No offense, but you don't seem the type to be doing heavy lifting. What is this fucking sexism?
Thank you.
What is this?
Well, it's Linkara's self-insert in 2006.
Okay, yeah, no, this tracks.
Now for this page, what's she doing? Just watch and see. Wow! Am I hired?
So yeah, the note here mentions that he realized after the fact that every woman in his first issue was a victim, and he wanted a strong female character. So here is the female character being strong.
So literally, did he retcon her getting
we'll
like
see.
Assaulted? Did he just like write it that? Oh, okay.
Also, first emoticon use, by the way. Winky face. Nice. You have some dramatic skills.
I mean, I know all of the faces are completely terrible, but something about this one especially just really gets to me.
I don't know, like, what is he looking? His eyes are rolling to the back of his head, and he's just like, oh man, this cigarette's really good.
How do you show I'm not gonna kill people? I won't kill them. Yeah, you say that now, but then you'll see how bad the people are, and you'll kill them. You know what? What do you want to do? Yeah, take down the slavers. Oh my goodness, Valence, you're right. Joss Whedon was the height of feminist character creation.
Oh yeah, no, that was why that particular note really got to me, because it's like, oh yeah, that's just Joss Whedon, huh?
Yep.
I bet you loved Doc Horrible sing along blog, didn't you, Linkara?
Oh guys, don't forget, guys, 30% off Wicker at the Grand Furniture.
Stupid.
I like the stick figures. Oh, here we have Serpent again.
Man, we just really love wicker furniture. We can't wait to get all this wicker furniture into our hideout.
Ow, please, schlit. I love the differing attacks he gives for them. Nobody gets the same thing. They're on cooldown. Wakey, Serpent. Oh, also, here we go. I relate with this one. The very first piece of fan art I got was also a gender swap one. So, you know what? Me and the Lightbringer have this in common now.
That's actually really cute. Yeah, it's good art.
By request.
So on this design that's like actually nice, I did realize something when we realized that Lightbringer was just Green Lantern. So this was 2006,
Dr. Light.
which precedes the White Lantern saga in the Green Lantern comics. Now, I'm not saying Jeff Johns definitely stole his ideas from Lightbringer.
But it's Jeff
he
Johns.
God, that would...
What a
revelation that would be.
Whenever I think of that, I always think of the tweet from the writer of the Sonic Boom TV show, where he is like he was like, Pat's my stack of Sonichu fanfiction, but you someday you'll be canon.
Oh. Also, this is my favorite part about this one is like, you know, we are 50 feet above the Lodestar Tower, putting us at roughly 9,950 feet. Like, you can't just say 1,000. No, 950 feet. Gotta be specific. Yeah. Couldn't do 1K. That's too high.
No, of course not.
The general. And it just drops.
I mean, this is an excessive amount of feet. Because you know what? It actually is very odd that I was watching this the other day. I was watching. This is very indicative of this period, but I was watching MythBusters episodes from the back in the day.
Let's go.
And they determined that the amount of distance that you need to die is like 35 feet.
Yeah.
Like if you hit like solid anything, even water.
Heck.
Like it generates about 50 Gs, and you are basically fucking, if not horrendously injured, you're dead.
Mm-hmm. Also, I like the
So 1,000
stick
feet,
figure
little
bounce.
excessive.
A little. Oh yeah, here we got the stick figure bounce into the trampoline of light. Yes, Lightbringer really made a rubbery net of light in order to stop Serpent from dying. Of course, what happens in the last one doesn't really matter, but yeah. Oh, here we go. And yes, thanks to Microsoft Word, I now know that Serpent is spelled serpent, but I've used too many pages with that spelling to change it now. Chalk it up to Serpent being illiterate, or me being illiterate. Also, once more, he did setting up. This is not a random gradient background. This is Lodestar Tower. We saw it in page 1 of issue 1. Peggy Hill survived. Yeah, but should she have though? Yeah, she was a good character.
If only she didn't really. If only she didn't.
Oh, here we go. Who can do an epic voice for this?
It's better to kick some ass than curse the darkness.
Now, not to bring my own knowledge of Linkara's beliefs at this time into it too much, but this does look like the boys-style fascist Superman design.
It certainly does.
Watch your mouth. I think he was the best character on in that show.
Why do you always have the most contrarian opinions on everything?
It's not even a bad take. I can see Peggy being good
I mean,
people.
she's entertaining, but she's also awful. She's the most awfulest person. And causes all the problems.
There's Bill.
I am of good taste.
Who are they? I'm Alice, but you can call me Code Poet. And you know
Poet.
You know she's a poet because of because she has the beret.
Yeah, so Code Poet is actually one of the many cameo characters. From Angel Armor, I think.
Arthur, did you write this? I am an imp.
I'm going to be pleading the fifth, and you're gonna have to speak through my lawyer for the remainder of the collaboration. I do not have any recollection of this. It depends on what the definition of is.
They is an imp. First crossover with Angel Armor books. You don't remember Code Power in the books? Well, Taylor doesn't appear for another 2 books. Oh, she's in the books. Yes, Linkara once more showing that he is an author. And we're on to issue 3 already. Outnumbered, outgunned, outstanding. I was gonna draw every face individually with guns and weapons, but that's too much work.
That's how many times now?
Literally.
How many times now has he just been like, yeah, there was like, I was like doing something, but like, it's too much work. I got lazy. Here's the page. Like, this is like the 4th time.
Okay, now in fairness to him, he was trying to upload like
Twice a
2
week.
or 3 pages a week. That's like...
I mean, yeah, at the time, that is relatively impressive for webcomic artists. Like, I mean, we all remember the days of like 1-a-month uploads, right? With some of those comics.
Mm-hmm. Now we're back to he didn't like his design for the pink-haired character. Like, I have to redesign her. Her hair is so hard to draw. Like, I'm getting tired of drawing her hair. So give me.
Oh my
I have
God.
to be honest. Even like from the first appearance, from all these redesigns, from her later appearances, I can't tell the difference. I cannot tell the difference.
The hair
After
just
she
has
does
less
a certain
spikes.
something to like physically change her appearance, I still can't tell the difference. She looks the fucking same.
Also, winky face, winky face, winky face.
Winky face, wink.
Mm-hmm. You're with the FBI. I'm CIA. Oh gosh, sorry. That lives in my brain. That scene, I will never forget it. He's not a big guy.
See, the thing is, the winky face seems a lot cuter and nicer coming from Ari Pie rather than Lois
Yes.
Lovehog circa 2006.
I just imagine them both like small alien and then just like large white
Egg-shaped
nerd man
man.
with with like
Linkara
nasally
is
voice.
compared to an egg shaped many times in the future. In fact, there's a common edit of a just a regular egg with his face on it that I was found offensive, but that's not here nor there. But anyways, also dedicated to everyone who believes that good and evil aren't subjective. Lightbringer has no set schedule. Oh god, we gotta talk about that.
Oh god, let me see if I can find the. Yes, here we go. Do you mind if I read the rant?
Oh, please do.
Okay, I'll be honest. I was gonna do my own version of the rant because I have a redeem that I've not done in months that I need to do because I review comics per redeem, but I've had a lot of stuff coming that I couldn't do them. So I was literally about to start the stream doing the rant about not doing that redeem.
Wait, I got this. So yeah, it's been a while since the last History of Power Rangers. As such, I need to address a couple of things that have cropped up. Yes, I'm aware of the David Yost interview. Yes, I'm aware of Power Rangers Samurai is coming to Nickelodeon in 2011. Yes, I will continue to do History of Power Rangers through that series once it concludes. Now, many of you have been very patient in waiting for these videos, and for that, I am very grateful. Others of you have not been so patient to the point where I'm actually taking time out of this review to talk about it. Let me say this once again, since apparently it was not made clear when the video series began. History of Power Rangers has no set schedule. The videos are done when they are done, and will be released when they are done. In case you haven't already noticed, I've been more than a little busy the last few months. If you haven't noticed, wake up already. I attended Power Morphicon, FallCon, did a very complicated ending to an episode of Atop the Fourth Wall, released additional videos in October beyond my regular workload, did a regular workload, which consists of an episode of the Top Fourth Wall every week despite conventions and other difficulties. One of those difficulties being moving into an apartment. In addition to that, people don't seem to realize how much difficulties are being moving into an apartment. Work actually goes into these videos. Here is the process. I watched the entire series, which, for those of you at home, is around 40 episodes at 20 minutes each. That is roughly 13 hours straight. If I was watching them all in one day, which I'm not, but it gets better, because I'm also writing up a synopsis of important plot points for the season, as well as writing down a character notes, themes, etc., etc. There's literally 5 more paragraphs of this. I will cut it there, but it just keeps going and going and going and going and going.
Pachi. 888's in chat, guys.
Yeah,
I
that
think
was
Praise this
I
man.
think I hit the
impressive.
pitches. I think I hit the pitches
You got it.
properly on the on.
Also, more...
Anyway, I'm really glad that you settled on this piece of fan art for this rant, because
Oh my
god.
do you want to know how I got these scars?
Hannah's hair remains relatively the same, but she gets puffier lips. Neat.
It looks like there's a squid on her. It looks like an inkling.
Yo, Carter, wake up, sleepy eyes.
Okay, so Code Prophet is his Barbara.
No.
No, she doesn't show up again after this.
She's
What?
No, you'll see who his Barbara is. His Oracle. We'll see his Oracle soon.
Yeah,
I feel
no,
like
she like
most of these issues are just fan art at this point.
a lot easier to upload that than a page.
I guess that's true. You're not wrong.
Oh, here we go. He's like, Hannah, it's not okay. Listen. Yesterday wasn't the first time I saw you. A few days ago, I was walking home from work and I saw you being attacked by some man. Well, I wanted to help you, but it's hard for me to explain. I just feel horrible about it. I wish Rippy was here. She could do the laugh.
I can't do the Ari laugh. It's too like.
It's guttural. She does it from her soul.
Yeah.
Oh, also strong female woman.
Oh, here's the wonderful thing that just truly makes me want to take his limbs off.
Valence, would you like to read this out? Or do you want me to do it? I will spare you.
No, but I'll do it.
Okay.
No? Okay, so that top part, that doesn't matter. Hang on a second, I've got this copied and pasted somewhere. I don't need to... I can just read this text plain, that's fine. Oh god, I've forgotten the words that are immediately... Okay, this pic features Hannah in much hotness. Smile, I guess. Of course, this forces me to accelerate my plans of making her 18, because otherwise I'm kind of a perv for thinking like that about a 17-year-old. And if you think that's weirder than I think this way about a fictional character, obviously someone hasn't read up on any philosophical writings about whether or not fictional characters are real or not, winky face. Personally, I think they are just as real as you and me. Discuss! Anywho, her hair is, this time is a shorter affair, curving out to the sides a bit on one end, while the other remains straight. I like this one too, smiles.
Hey, Brace, welcome. You came at the perfect time. We gotta talk about Linkara.
Yeah, hi Brace. What to be? Anyway, I can't believe he typed that and posted it. Just reading it aloud with the proof on screen that it's not words coming from my own soul makes me want to end myself.
So many things in this comic are just so intensely embarrassing. The fact that this website still exists in of itself is kind of a testament to embarrassment.
He didn't delete it. He's not a coward.
Oh, this shit would be up on archive.org in seconds if he tried to delete it.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah.
You can find his books thanks to Kiwi Farms archiving them. You can read them now. But yes, believe it or not, it wasn't just some random damsel in distress. I was orphaned when I was very young. I learned how to survive both at home and on the streets. I always heard about Pharaoh City and how it had great opportunities. You know, I decided to check it out. So I decided to conduct an experiment. I got myself attacked, and then saw if somebody would help me or not. But that guy Lightbringer,
and they didn't, because you suck, Lightbringer.
But Lightbringer is cool, because he's making people have hope again.
I really love the concept of moving to a random small city in the Midwest for the economic opportunities.
The rent is cheaper there.
Truly, this is the future.
I love this to copy-paste the face. Oh, time for the fun part. Okay, just burn through the air intake system. The air ducts were designed to double as an emergency exit when the building was first built.
This is a line. This is a line written by a man who has watched way too many movies. This is a movie man who doesn't understand how anything in the world works, and has gotten all his information through Die Hard.
Yeah, no. When a building's on fire, I really want to be in a metal box that's really tight.
Yes,
and is designed to suck air into it.
As everyone knows, smoke goes down, not up.
Yeah, no, that's what's going on in the photo. He's channeling the smoke into it. There's an auction below me. We're at the slaver headquarters, by the way. Here is tastefully censored with the grates.
Oh my god, I didn't register that was Grace at the time. I thought that was just fucked up paneling. Oh my god.
This fresh is, the words here are a bit much. Bam! Sir Pant said the slavers were led by a general. I found my go your side. General Wares enter by appointment only, with chains. How convenient. He's so lazy, he just opens it with his light powers.
Well, of course he wouldn't want to get his fingerprints in the slaver den. It's smart,
gloves.
actually.
He has gloves on.
He put his fingerprints on the glove out of honesty.
What if his fingerprints are on the gloves? Hey, yeah. He wants to make sure
he's...
You gotta keep yourself clean, remember.
What's this? The guy behind the slaver gang donates to charity? And homeless shelters? 30%.
I really love Linkara's attempt at moral ambiguity here.
30% of the slaver money goes to charity? What's this? He has a book of Marcory de Sade's... He's a sadist? The Sadism Bible?
Marquis de Sade.
Yeah, of course.
Wait, how is he? Why is he acting like is that supposed to be like the positive of that he has got the Marquis de Sade's fucking book?
That's the angel.
No,
demon
that's
thing.
the balance. He's like, oh, he's donating to charity. He's got the orphanages going, but he's also got the
Sadism book.
Also got the Sadism Bible.
Paradoxically exists as an angel and a... I can be your angel or your daemon.
Or your devil.
And behind the door is... I feel sick, and not the first time since I came to this place. That woman. What has this monster done to her? I hear footsteps behind me. My mind is too much in the shock by sight.
I like how...
All the blood.
I like how seemingly what he has done is pulled her ribs out. But, like, still attached. He's just flipped them out like a door.
That's how it works. You the Lightbringer? I have found my enemy. No, I won't tell you what happened to her. If I did that, we'd have to change our rating from Web 14 to MA. And even then, I consider this drawing actually showing what was done to her. I prefer the suggestive nature of the partial outline. Why? Well, let me put it this way. There was a scene in the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre that involved a girl being dragged into a meat locker and having her back impaled on a hook. As the story goes, the director wanted to show the penetration, but MPAA said that if they showed it, the rating would be go up. They compromised. Instead of showing it, they showed you the hook, showed the girl, and one was supposed to make the connection without showing it. And that grossed out my friends. It's real horror, not the horror you face gore, suggestive fear, put a shiver down your spine. Hence why I also will not tell you what General Wellness did to this girl. And yes, he did something horrific. I got the idea from my modern philosophy teacher when he described the work of Marquis de Sade as like a telephone book directly on how to mutilate someone. Not a lot of passion behind it, just cold instruction. Since I've never actually read any of that
I don't
stuff,
think that's what a telephone directory does.
I don't know if it holds up. I'm gonna find out. Subsequently, this is the 50th strip. Rejoice.
Like, that's decidedly not what a telephone directory does. That's a list. You're thinking of, like, a car maintenance manual.
Yes, I admit my fetishes can be a little violent. It's all for a better purpose. What? I'm the good guy. See, I started this so I could fulfill my desires, but it's more important than that. I united the gangs. You know, I run this town. You're insane. What you call a good thing? Of course I don't. Good and evil are meaningless when it comes to real life. I love we have his sock puppet, his straw man here. The straw man of
Okay, now. I'm not saying this to defend Linkara so much as I'm saying it to make fun of Steve Ditko, but this is a lot like Steve Ditko's self-published comics where he's completely insane,
It's Mr. A.
spouting Randian objectivism and saying that mercy is evil.
You can see where the influence comes from, at least.
Oh, I don't think he's actually read those, because no one's read Mr. A. There's just some really funny panels of it.
Yeah, no, for those that don't know, Ditko is a Spider-Man guy, and early Spider-Man was a jerk. Greater good. Subjective little ethics. Oh, here we go. Oh my goodness, here's the fun part where he talks about he was on a comic forum and he was getting beaten at the forum arguments. This is why this panel exists.
Wait.
Yes.
This is a ramble about how angry he is that he lost an argument. Oh, let's fucking go.
Now we're doing this. That is what 90% of modern comic writers do these days.
Yes.
Also, here's a picture of Mr. A doing the exact thing Linkara is doing, and from one of the architects of modern comics. So Linkara's not wrong, he's just got bad sources.
Yeah, this guy made Spider-Man, by the way.
God, I love Mr. A, it's so funny.
Obvious, I had a chat conversation in the early mornings of July 28th. The Comic Genesis folks are nice, wonderful people, but I disagree with them on a lot of things. Particularly when it comes to things like ethics. The discussion we were having was on whether or not actions are good or evil, if good or evil exists outside of human constructs. Now, I'm a Christian, I believe firmly in moral absolutes. While I admit there is a gray area, you can't have gray without black and white to begin with. The problem is when one arguing for moral absolutes and the existence of good and evil, there's no logical or proof for it. So the argument cannot be really won. As such, I gratefully exited and let them do their business and decided to revise my dialogue a bit. And came in some more in order to better make my case. Odds are my arguments will still be torn apart, but that's what I believe, and no one's gonna move me on this. I believe actions can be good or evil, just as people or intentions of those can be good or evil. Holy words, indeed. Yes, basically he's just saying all of this is because I got in a formal.
Oh wait, hang on a second.
Lost.
That last sentence of the paragraph you're reading is certainly one. One that I doubt you can even say out loud if you want to still have a club next week as well.
Yeah, I'll get banned if I say
let me
that.
see it.
So inanimate objects can't inherently be good,
yeah,
evil.
You can't say the word. You can't say that word. Can't say that word on Twitch anymore. No, can't say that word.
You can't. Oh goodness, Rippy.
Also, I mean, you can say it, but some people will get mad.
Great or good, it doesn't matter how much good comes from something evil. Evil is still there. Makes anything positive that might come tainted by that fact. For every life this demon saved through the slavers, another life was lost.
Look at his girly little anime run. He's late for school.
There's some bread. That should have been a piece of bread he was stealing. Link, y'all should know. Oh my goodness.
Anyway, I think this pose is really good and should join the Family Guy injured pose and the
Wait,
to death
is he
pose.
dead?
No,
is
yeah.
he dead?
He's alive. He's alive.
No, yeah. He has a trial
later on.
issues later. In issue 9, he has a trial.
You had 9? I thought we only did into 8. Anyways, basically...
oh no, the end of 8 mentioned that next time.
Gotcha.
Trial of this guy.
Yeah, Lightbringer does not kill. Also, here's my favorite that we got. Oh my god, can it be? Why, yes, I drew multiple people in a panel! Amazing! The inking, the black lines. Yes, guys, when a comic says the inking, that's just the black lines that they drew around stuff. The inking is not an art. It is just black lines. Oh my god. He drew people, guys. Multiple of them.
And what a good job he did.
Another crossover page? Homage to one of the best graphic novels in history.
Oh yeah, that's right. In the face of Armageddon, never compromise. A line said by Rorschach, a character directly parodying Mr. A. Do you want to pull up the panel of Mr. A again?
I can for sure. Here we go.
Yeah, so this is the ideology Rorschach was a parody of, and there's Linkara having his self-insert hero quote him as if that's a good and normal thing to say.
He missed the point.
Unshocking. Oh. Wait, comic book guy missing the whole point of the thing he's reading? No, that's never happened before.
Oh, also, any ideas for how the Chief Crane can contact my hero? I thought of a light signal, but like Batman, but that's too much copying. I'll go with a firework gun.
Genuinely, I think the fireworks gun is a fun idea.
It is. It's a good flare. I would have used a flare, not like a fireworks gun, but he doesn't know what flares are, so it's fine.
Well, no, because the firework like has the audible effect. Because the bat symbol, you've got to wait for someone to look
Notice it.
outside. Firework, you hear it and you go, "Oh, yeah, look up there."
Oh.
Off I go.
Also, here's him.
So it's smart in a way.
Here's him talking about Battlestar Galactica being mad about an episode. Love
Yeah,
it.
he sure talks about Battlestar Galactica in a lot of these authors' notes, especially later on when he just steals a villain from Battlestar Galactica.
Wait, is he talking about the question? Is he talking about modern Battlestar Galactica that was at the time, or is he talking about like original Battlestar Galactica?
Whichever one was written by Straczynski. So I think the modern one.
Hey, Charlie Fool, welcome. Yeah, Batman doesn't miss a signal. He's always birding. You'll see. Also, here we go, the fun part. I'm gonna go to the Christmas tree aisle because guys, no, Lightbringer hides his bat cave with the Christmas trees that he has in the shed. So you just go to the Christmas trees, and why are these old trees around? It's like an inside forest. Next, the world's first supervillain. Oh god, we're getting to that part of the comic. Oh,
Let's go.
Oh, this one's really good.
We're getting to the fun part. Oh, here's some more fan art. Here we go. Rainbows may not
Now,
be
the thing
scary.
that sticks out to me is Smiling Man dresses a lot like Linkara does when Linkara's dressing as Linkara.
That's literally Linkara. That's literally Linkara without the glasses. What is this?
Guys, it's the Lightbringer.
Is it steep? Is it actually that Linkara is his own worst enemy?
It kind of is, because...
We'll see.
I mean, I shouldn't spoil this, because it's the big twist at the end of the issue, and this issue is so bad.
It might
on
not
so
be
many
very clear to
levels.
see him, but the one on the right, that's not me messing up an art. That's a body.
Yeah, of course. The smoking blob is a body, actually. So there's like 3 Linkara self-inserts in this book.
It got fan art.
Also, you gotta love the first villain of his comic, the true like supervillain being someone involving laughs or smiles or giggles of some kind. I wonder what the inspiration for that could have been.
Guys, look at what Mechanica
Wait,
made.
Mechanicat, thank you so much for this. You're so correct.
I love this.
This is gonna be the Twitter post at the end of the stream. That's for sure. Oh, time for this fun part. Oh god. Okay, so reminder: 17-year-old character, Linkara.
Well, he hasn't actually specified an age yet.
He
Is
did
one
early-
important thing to note.
He did out of
He
canon.
did?
He did. Remember, he's like, I have to make her
No,
18.
he did it out of thing.
Out of.
But in the book, he could have just started at 18. He didn't do that.
He didn't have to do it this way. You bought a breast expansion device off of eBay?
Why is this a plot point? Why is this a plot point? Why is this a plot point?
eBay
What?
breast
Oh,
expansion.
because you see, it's a reference to another comic. It's a crossover. You've read every
God.
webcomic released in 2006, right?
This is the bat credit card of Linkara. But yeah, so we get a little about like the modern idea of larger busts being the only route to success.
Huh?
And now here we go. Well, first of all, it's her decision to make. Secondly, I don't think it's entirely appropriate of me to discuss the bust size of one of my new employees. And beyond that, my underage employee.
Yeah, exactly. He literally didn't have to put that line in, and this page
Thirdly-
would be slightly better.
Don't you have to work to do? Hannah, do you have that SKU information for the Hitachi set? See, I told you we'd have crossover to the dimension hopping. I clicked this link, it was lewd. I couldn't look at it, so we're not gonna click that link again. I'm not getting got.
Oh, oh boy. Oh, okay. I'm not shocked. Wait, are you telling me a webcomic that involves like breast expansion is maybe not appropriate for a Twitch stream? I'm in shambles.
Well, aside from this one, of course.
So yeah, that's a plot point.
And also, look at the way that she still is drawn. Like, there's no change there.
Well, she hasn't used it yet, of course. She doesn't know how to.
Christ.
Oh, it's amazing how bad my art is, particularly in that last panel. I mean, my stuff is bad, but this page, I drew a fingernail for the first time at least. First time fingernail. There you go.
Oh my god. I didn't even register that
It's
was what he
Amogus.
meant. I thought he meant a thumbnail sketch of the page to test out the layout. I didn't think he meant a literal fingernail. A comic with breast reduction is more likely to be appropriate, because that's less likely to be a fetish thing. Not impossible, but less likely.
Also, here's the. I found out you're the superhero. Yeah, you can join my superhero team. Cool.
Look at that gun.
Wait.
It's got the orange tip on it. This is an NES zapper.
It's bent too.
It's Nerf.
Alright.
It's just a Nerf kind of.
Fatoom. The Lightbringer symbol. New fan art piece.
This one's fine.
This one does the cover to Linkara's books. Her demon art page is glorious. I'll see. I think it's good to show. You can show this.
I like her flares on her pants. That's really good.
Here we have the artist for Linkara's book he drew.
Ponies.
This is for you, Rippy. Shadow Fire. Shadow Fox. Oh no, this is Edgy Ponies 2. To you.
Well, this is Ponies, but like 2006, I'm pretty sure that
This
was
is-
before Gen 5 when
yeah,
the Bronies came
This
out.
isn't Bronies, this
Looking-
is 3.
Yeah, looking at the designs of these, this is a lot more like the Gen 2 and 3 Ponies than the Gen 5 ones that are. Yeah, you would know, wouldn't you?
An OG. But yeah, this is Linkara's book artist that he did it before this.
Anyway, yeah, that fan art, that was fine. Very 2006 how to draw anime, but we
Good.
can accept that. We can appreciate it.
It's okay.
Oh, now for this part. So did you really buy a breast enlarger off eBay?
Why the fuck why is this the whole
Oh.
chapter about breast
Yeah.
enlargement?
Yeah, it is. You'll see. You see the
Oh.
smiling man, he has schemes and plans.
Involving breast enlargement?
Does it work? I wish I knew the instructions are baffling. To do the thing you want, turn the knob, but not too much because it's bad. Something about tearing a... Oh yes, guys, the breast enlarger device tears holes through space-time continuum.
What? What?
Yeah, of course.
Huh?
Yes.
Pay attention to the subplot, puny mortals.
Linkara's words right there.
I'm on another planet, and suddenly there's a supervillain.
Yes.
Just out of nowhere. There's just we got supervillains now.
Yeah. But you see, this guy, he seems to have done this before. He's got secret knowledge. Oh, also, funny thing, it does go up to 3 days a week, because he promised some cameos to a certain lovely lady, and so now he's going to be updating Lightbringer 3 times a week instead of 2.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
I need to update for the ladies. You don't understand.
Mother of. How do you do that? Well, I'll show you mine. Cacao.
I love this. Wait. Ow. There's really no other way to describe that what I felt then, but wow.
Ow.
Masterfully written.
I launch light daggers at him. He turns them back. Everything
I really love the... Just look at those speed lines on them turning around.
Whoosh. He does the action movie thing.
This is just absurd.
I do the only thing that makes sense. I run away.
It's a recurring character trait.
The classic, Lightbringer classic. Run the fuck away.
It's like Joseph Joestar, but, without the charm.
I land. No, I crash into the roof of my store. He beat me. He beat me.
He beat me up.
He bullied
I need a cookie. I need Subway cookie. I need McDonald's milkshake. Please pat my head. I'm a little guy.
And then he just comes in like, hi, I know where you're at. Get wrecked. Don't worry, boss, I've got him. Ha ha ha, I knew you. I was at your wedding, you know. I'm afraid, well, you are quite strong. You can't hit something that moves outside of Euclidean geometry. What?
Yeah, and again, we see a mention of time fuckery going on.
Time traveler, I guess. Cool. Your first villain is a time traveler, huh?
Yeah, your first villain is fucking Mr. Mixaplix.
Don't worry, Carter.
Mixaplix,
I'm not here to
whatever.
kill you. This is a surprise.
Oh,
I'm here for
that line's offensive.
We
Oh,
can't. That's a
Yeah.
monitoring device. What are you trying to hope you become? Be the smiling. We can't say that.
that's
It could be worse. Say the word you want to say, Linkara. It's shorter. Think of how much more space you'd have in the bubble.
For more words to type. Fan art to, you know, we'll got fan art. You say the F word or the R word? He haven't said any words like that. He said the R word, but the F one we haven't seen. Thankfully, he's not that far. To answer your question, Carter, no, I don't intend to give myself larger breasts. Well, that may be a side effect of the device. What I'm sure you don't know, this is a deuterium generator. You know, because that's what we need in this, you know. There we go. He is a devout Christian. You got a power generator from a breast enlargement device. That's...
This plot point was very important and definitely could have been written in any other way.
No.
Oh, of course not.
And then he just leaves.
Yeah, and then that's the issue done, more or less. The villain doesn't show up again, at least for the next 5 issues.
Charlie Fool, she got it on eBay. That's all I'm gonna say. She got it on eBay. Oh, also.
Well, no, it was being sold as the breast expansion box.
Mm.
They didn't know that was a generator of.
That's how it works.
Word.
The gentleman walks at midnight.
Oh, pay attention to that symbol that appeared on the wall. It shows up later as well, and
the weird ictus fish-looking thing, but not really.
Yeah, it's on the newspaper that he reads later.
It's like
it'll be very important. You need to remember. It's very important, and absolutely won't be forgotten about.
Okay, so here's an interesting thing. Once this character, the gentleman, shows up, I don't know that Linkara knew that he was ripping off Starman as much as he did. And this might just be recency bias, because I was reading Starman recently. But the protagonist of Starman, the titular Starman, he runs an antique shop, an antique furniture shop, and Lightbringer runs a furniture shop. And one of the primary characters in it is a guy in a top hat and formal, 18th century clothing called the Shade, who is a villain, but also does things for good.
Oh.
But Linkara lists all of his influences in the notes, and he never mentions, oh yeah, this is Starman that I'm doing. So I literally have no idea if he's, just that stupid, or if it's just a coincidence.
Special cameo appearance of Pimpette and Associates.
Can you tell which one is the cameo character? Because I literally cannot.
I believe it is the one in the pimp coat. Yes.
You'd think so.
Well, it came to this one because this is why. You don't kill the crossover character in your thing.
Sure you do.
Well, I mean, fair point.
The Mask died in the Joker crossover, and that's literally the end of the Mask.
Wait, is this just Jack the Ripper?
Yes.
Did he just write? He just wrote
yes.
Jack the Ripper into his comic. That's this.
Yes.
It's.
And the really funny thing, it's not just any Jack the Ripper. He stole the plot point from Battlestar Galactica.
Oh my god.
It's really good.
Also, guys, Hannah is now 18, by the way. She is now 18. Everything he does now is now good because characters are real.
Now he can sexualize her all he wants. Now we can do any kind of weird shit with titty inflation.
Remember when I said
It's fine.
Remember when I said I'd have to make Hannah 18 so I wouldn't feel guilty? I didn't need that reminder, Linkara. You didn't have to remind me of that.
Yeah, why'd you write that down?
Why'd you bring it up again?
It's very much like Hans Christian Andersen's fucking masturbation diary. Like, you didn't have to be doing this. You could have just written The Little Mermaid and been done with it.
You're the
But
king,
you did.
Lewis. I decided it'd be a nice recurring gag in an otherwise humorless comic. This comic is humorless, according to him.
Yeah, I like the recurring joke of something that his real-life boss says to him at work. A cultural reference that literally no one other than someone in a small-town Texas furniture store is going to understand.
Oh, also, here's the Gwen Stacy reference that you always gotta make. I have to move fast. Can't try to catch her from the legs. Her neck will snap. Like Gwen Stacy did. Remember, guys? Gwen Stacy died because Spider-Man saved her life, but her neck snapped because...
Do you remember that part? Remember that thing from the comic? Remember the thing from the comic that you read? Everybody remembers the thing from the comic you read.
Mm-hmm. Boy, I love the stick figure. Become stick figure.
You know, it was so good the first time around, he just had to do it again.
My recommendation, whatever it is, it's not worth killing yourself over. Hope you don't mind. Oosh. Oh my goodness, we got this fun part. I'm Iris Kellett with the Pharaoh's Guardian. Is this a good time for an interview? I have nothing to say to you or other reporters. I have questions. She Lois Laned it. She literally did the Lois Lane thing.
She did. Unfortunately, unlike Superman, Linkara hates journalists for some reason. Some kind of bias they have.
I wonder why it could be. You know, I'm sure it's not anything to do with some kind of political opinion
We'll see.
or...
Is that why other papers carry the story of how the government tracks down terrorists? Because they're public figures? Oh my god, this is a really fun part. You just really here to get mad at. I'm saying I don't feel like it's a basis. All reporters like you have done recently is try to get people afraid when they don't need to be. You're a public figure. I'm getting my answers. No comment. Try to get attention by throwing yourself off a ledge? Please come on. I can't read a paper because they were serious about jumping. And another about winning a Pulitzer. Also, yeah, here we go. The story about how government tracks down terrorists, a reference to a New York Times story done several months ago. It was told the procedure for how government tracks down terrorists through electronic means. Now on its own, it's a perfectly legitimate story idea. Caused a lot of hullabaloo for people claiming that the government was tracking down. Oh my god. Okay. It caused a lot of hullabaloo.
Oh my god!
Claiming that the government was tracking down
He's
ordinary citizens or their civil rights were in danger of being violated. They weren't. Furthermore, the article had a bigger call of a multi terrorist to the procedure. If this is how the infidel tracks us, perhaps we should stop doing this. Sadly, I can't find this version online. If anyone can find it, please let me know. Yeah, no, guys.
He's literally
Now.
defending the Patriot Act. He's
Yes.
Yeah, it's
defending the
incredible.
Patriot Act in his fucking comic. Oh my god.
It caused a lot of
That's
hullabaloo
amazing.
from people claiming that the government was tracking down ordinary citizens or that civil rights were in danger of being violated. They weren't! No, the government was not tracking down ordinary citizens. The government was not violating civil rights. They were not violated, guys. Linkara says so.
Linkara said, guys, Guantanamo doesn't exist. You definitely don't have an FBI file, no matter who you are in the country. It's absolutely. No, it's oh my god, it's amazing.
I keep reading that. I just, like, yeah.
I can't get over it.
claiming that the government was tracking down ordinary citizens. They weren't. Also, he can't even find the story he's talking about. Like, this might not even happen. He just remembered something wrong.
Yeah, no, it is truly incredible that last sentence, he doesn't say it explicitly, but you can tell from the way that it's written, I heard this on Fox News and never bothered to look for it until now, and now I can't find it, so it's probably real and they've hidden it from me.
Sean Hannity told me, so it must be true.
No, it is like the thousands. It's Glenn Beck.
Oh,
Hey, it could have been Bill O'Reilly.
Yeah, it could have been O'Reilly too.
I hate steakouts. How do cops do these? Oh, guys, I finished reading Watchmen, by the way. It was great. I love the aspect of the deconstruction of a superhero. Watchmen is not about deconstruction. It's about how not to be a superhero.
I can't deal with this page.
Oh my god.
In case you weren't paying attention, I like Watchmen. Philosophy for you. Look at all the different presidents. Oh my god. Look at all the difficulties of the president of the United States. Bush in office, guys. Remember, this is Bush in office.
Yep. And this was also Bush at the height of his popularity. No. Actually, this was when he was falling off in popularity. This is when people were starting to realize the bullshit. Because it was during in 2021 to 2022 to 2023, I think it was the height of just nationalism. And then it just it started to fall off a cliff at a certain point when people realized that it just kept going and going and going. Also, I have to go take care of the dogs. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries.
Let's get to this page. Also, guys, he got this fan art because he was the 30th comment after her. Okay, so
30,000.
Yeah. First he posted a response to her stuff after receiving 30,000 hits. That's how he got fan art early on. It was just going to requests. He was the original Drop Your PNG. He was the guy that would go to those threads back then, but DeviantArt style. And look, he dropped this PNG and he got it done.
Yeah, I mean, this is a fine piece of art.
Mm-hmm.
Completely acceptable for a DeviantArt post in 2006.
Yeah, there we go. I hypnotized her, Lightbringer. Funny thing about hypnosis, it requires the willful acceptance of the other person for it to work. And while the prostitutes might not be realizing submitting themselves to be hypnotized, they probably figured you were a customer when they saw you didn't try to fight any hypnotic suggestions of yours.
Hang on a second. While Arthur's gone, let me just quickly pull up a picture of the shade.
Please do.
Gotta find one where he's in his... Yeah, here we go. Perfect. And comic collab. Here we go. So here's the shade. Ignore the spoiler that this image is. The amount of context required. Yeah, Alan Scott didn't die there. It's fine.
Okay. It's comics. If someone's dead on the cover, they're not going to be dying.
Anyway, so yeah, here's the shade. Mentor and general figure in different comic that was really popular around this time about a furniture dealer. Anyway, just a funny coincidence, because this gentleman character is apparently based on someone else from some B movie. Completely different. Oh, and the shade is also an immortal. That hasn't come up for the gentleman yet, but they're both immortal.
No.
B movie?
B tier, B quality.
No, it was B movie. You see, it was a deleted scene where Jerry Seinfeld dressed up as that. He kind of forgot it was a CG film. That's why they deleted the scene.
God dang it! I was drinking some water there, Vales. You almost got me to die.
Oh no. So, the gentleman throws knives faster than the speed of light.
It takes
really interesting point.
299,792,458 of a second.
And he throws a knife faster than that, which is just really a real thing to say that a character can do and not really acknowledge after that point.
An attosecond. Also, we gotta hear he's like, I'm stopping immorality at the source. See, we can't have people, see, instead of killing the Johns, we'll kill the prostitutes, so the Johns can't hire them anymore. Makes sense, right?
Of course.
Yeah. Just kill them. They can't sell themselves. They can't buy. No laws are broken. Look, I Judge Jeff would understand. Incredible. Yes. I can have to explain this to Arthur when he gets back. Oh, also,
I can barely explain this to me, who has read the thing. I'm not sure how you're going to explain it to Arthur.
I will say, the gentleman wants to kill women because he thinks if he kills women, they won't be prostituting themselves.
Yeah, okay, that works.
Also, I like how he's like, I can put light trackers on people.
Yeah, Spider-Man has his Spidey trackers. That's almost acceptable as reasoning.
Arthur will understand, hopefully.
All right, what have I missed?
Okay, so this guy right here on the screen, he's the gentleman. his whole MO is he's killing prostitutes because he thinks, I'll stop prostitution if I kill all the prostitutes because the Johns can't hire them if they're dead.
It's a solid logic. It's a solid logic. Of course.
Yeah.
You,
And
you
also
just
he-
remove the supply.
I'm a good guy for doing this. If I kill the supply, there'll be no demand.
It only makes sense.
Oh yeah, here's the wonderful page where he has to go out of his way to say, yeah, prostitutes, whatever, they're fine,
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess. Morally neutral action.
Oh yeah. What's your opinion on prostitution? I don't have one. It's true, Hannah. Sure, I have beliefs on the matter. I like no one should ever be forced to be a prostitute, whether it's for economic purposes or slavery. But the profession itself, no problems, no issue. Like there are people who like being prostitutes. Good for them. The reason for the decay of the ethics that this guy thinks. So why don't you speak your opinions? I want to, I really do, but then turn on the news, I see how the things are. It's not just the news creates unwarranted air or fear, it's the bias. Oh, you're overcasting your case.
All right,
Am
here
I?
we go.
False documents are put on the news without verifying the authenticity. People who are activists for their liberal groups are merely presented as activists, while their opponents are labeled as conservatives. And the instant that someone mentions the possibility of bias in the news, the media attacks the person responsible instead of addressing the issue. Because my opinion is irrelevant, Hannah. I'm not a god. I'm not a public figure. I'm just a guy trying to make things better. But they want to turn me into a celebrity figure.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine if Lewis was like 18 during the 2016 election?
I
Could
would
you
love
imagine?
that. I want Modern Lightbringer, please. Give me Lightbringer plus a decade. You hear it in his voice. Okay, confession time. This issue had another philosophical one, just into the political side of things. My apologies. I'm going into ranty mode again. Somebody hit me. The problem is, they don't realize they're biased. To them, their viewpoints of the way they present the news is not liberal. It's moderate and a rational way of doing things. Read Bernard Goldberg's book Bias for an account of this. Rant over.
I'm just imagining the timeline where Lewis just goes all in on it, and instead of bad comics burn, it's just where fake news burns.
Oh my god.
What you don't understand about the oh my god, like Lewis is like a
Shapiro.
satellite for Infowars.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
He
imagine
ended
the
up as an
crossover.
Infowars content creator instead of that guy with the glasses content creator.
Oh god. We don't live in that timeline.
Lewis takes the pills that make you red.
He's selling Bone Force.
Oh yes, here we go. Men are cowards, filling their blood with alcohol, and women are on the streets. I'm gonna kill women. You know, he's not gonna kill the drunks. No, he's killing women. Thank you, Linkar.
I would kill the bartenders, personally.
Oh, here we go. The reference to Babylon 5. Why don't you act? It's not very gentlemanly to kill people. Also, you know, I saw your transmitter guy. Everything you said went to people. You ranted to nobody. Your manifesto got burned. Weh. My manifesto. Beam struggles. Also, he likes, like, I could have overtaken his beam struggle just fine, but I want her to do it for me.
He's such a classic, like, Batman 1960s villain.
What if...
Of just, my superpowers are a laser from my cane and a knife!
Well, what if he died, Linkara?
Oh, wait, hang on. You missed it because you were taking care of the dogs, but he throws the knife faster than the speed of light,
Yes.
and then the fact
What?
that he can do that doesn't come up again.
Okay, so...
Huh?
No, it's not faster than the speed of light. It is a... let's go one previous.
I am certain that Linkara simply put the speed of light in that speed that he listed there.
299,792,458 of a second.
That's what? That's
That's like a light second.
That's
Yeah.
not how anything works. This is
The
insane.
knife goes faster, though.
And it deflects it. Oh, hydrate. Why, thank you. I was getting just started with this comic. Drink up, boys. It's the Lightbringer time.
Oh.
Oh, oops. We went back. That's not the right page at all.
I should have done that classic that guy with the glasses thing and simply bought a bottle of hard liquor up and
Oh, that's how fast he
poured it
grabs
into a
the
glass
girl.
and never really taken a sip from it.
Nice
And I
work,
still can't get
LB.
over, to this day, the way that he treats this. Like, the way he like... It's amazing to me that he both hasn't ever removed this from the internet or tried to, while also being so pissed off about its existence and anyone acknowledging it in any way.
Calling him the
Like,
Lightbringer. Oof.
Yeah, the clip, the stream clip is what always plays in my head of him just seething at chat of like, I hate Oni Plays. They popularize calling me the Lightbringer and they do a voice. And then he literally does the
Do
voice.
you have it?
And it's just, oh, do I have it? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 1 second. I have it right here. Let's see.
You know what? I think I actually agree with him because it's much funnier to point out that he's named after Angel Armor.
Yeah.
Angel Armor has a second title, which is the Linkara, and that's literally what he calls himself.
Mhm.
So call him Angel Armor because that is so much funnier.
Oh my goodness.
Here we go. I've got the clip of, so this is a really good version of the clip of, because this compares and contrasts how Doug reacts to the how people making fun of him
All right.
versus Lewis.
I haven't seen much. Rob showed me a little bit where he does some jokes with me and stuff like that. And what I've seen, I think is pretty funny. I especially like when he does my voice, like, what are you doing here? He makes it like super high pitch and like scratches. What I've seen, I laugh pretty hard at. So, yeah, but I can't act like I've seen a ton of it, but the little bit I saw really made me laugh hard.
They are a YouTuber who is the one who constantly mocks me, makes fun of me, and apparently they do an impression of me that everyone loves. That everyone has to point out, wow, his impression of you is so accurate, and he's the one who popularized people calling me the Lightbringer, based off of my crappy old webcomic. So screw him.
Okay, I will say though, I think Oni Plays, the stuff they joke about with Doug is the stuff that Doug also recognizes is bad. If they really wanted to get under his skin, make fun of his game show. That would get to him.
I mean, the thing is, I don't know. He's got a very... Have you guys seen the clip? I don't know where it... I might have to go to his Twitter to try to find it. But he has a... recently, he made a video because... I don't know if you guys saw, but they made fun of him basically directly on SpongeBob.
What?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah, wait, I'm scrolling the Twitter to find the video. Here it is. I found the video. Okay, perfect. Here is the video.
So incredible thing on this page, we get to see the next villain, the Darkbringer.
Oh.
Tell me I got it.
Okay, let's watch this real quick.
Nostalgia Critic here. Everyone's been telling me I gotta see the latest episode of SpongeBob, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
I hate it. It's trash. More like, don't try this anywhere. Mother, I am busy making art. Put your stinky little costume in the basket. It is a uniform.
It's not right.
How's that dynamite even staying in the toaster? Is it anti-gravity dynamite or... Welcome to the Bubble Bath Review Show, the Patrick Show.
I gotta do something about this.
Yeah.
SpongeBob doesn't like you. Everyone's been telling me I gotta
You see what I mean when I say I think he gets it? Like, he gets it. He understands. He knows how to take a joke. Like, he...
Thank you, Arthur. I didn't know I was gonna die today. Appreciate it.
I was sent this the day it was tweeted out, and I have never laughed as hard as the first time I saw this clip. It is the funniest fucking joke.
Hey, talking object, welcome. This is compared to something we're going to go back to Lightbringer, Linkara. One more time.
Okay, one more time. We gotta
One more time.
One more time.
Nostalgia Critic here. Everyone's been telling me I gotta see the latest episode of SpongeBob, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
I hate it. It's trash. More like, don't try this anywhere. Mother, I am busy making art. Put your stinky little costume in the basket. It is a uniform.
It's not right.
How's that dynamite even staying in the toaster? Is it anti-gravity dynamite or... Welcome to the Bubble Bath Reviews Show, the Patrick Show.
I gotta do something about this. Yeah, SpongeBob doesn't like you. Nostalgia Critic here. Everyone's been telling me I gotta see the...
If I ever need to pick me up, I'm just gonna have that open every so often. There you go.
It is insane that we're at a point now that these internet people are being referenced in like actual shows.
I mean,
Yeah,
like
it is
this and the Chris
incredible.
Chan episode of Sonic Boom.
The Darkbringer, though.
Yeah, you know what it is? It's because the people from our generation are finally in those positions of power
They
in
can
writing
do it.
at these companies.
I got-
Yeah.
I got a
Oh yeah,
question.
Linkara still does things.
Oh, yeah,
he
no,
uploaded
he's still-
a...
He's still releasing
Yesterday.
shows. Is he still not finished with History of Power Rangers?
No.
Of course not. Power
Oh my
Rangers is still
God.
coming out.
There's
It's not done.
there was a new one recently, like last year that happened, so he hasn't got to do
The
it.
man has been working on that show for over a decade
It
and a half.
has no
How?
set schedule.
Yeah, clearly it doesn't. Clearly it doesn't.
Also, what is it with comic artists with blue anthropomorphic creatures? Like, we got this.
Is-
This is the pre-Dobson. He did it before
Is
Dobson.
this pre-Dobson?
Yes, this is pre-Blue Bear. Dobson Blue Bear was like 2013. This is even wow. Even he did it before them. Oh
Wait, are we already up to the final issue?
Oh no, we are.
No.
We're issue.
That was issue 4, I think.
Oh,
Or
oh,
three?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Is Dobson?
No,
Still,
yeah, that was
six?
issue 4.
Is
How many
Dobson
of these
still
are we
alive?
doing?
We can stop whenever. But yes, Dobson.
The Darkbringer is really good because it's where Linkara shows up.
Oh, yes, we
and
have
then
to
you've
do
got
this
two Linkara self-inserts fighting an evil Linkara self-insert.
Yeah, we can just
The interlude is very interesting in his approach to dealing with blackmail. Of, oh yeah, just get on the bad side of the richest guy in town. The courts will support you, probably.
Let's get to there. Dobson is still alive. What happened was his family forced him offline because he cost his sibling a promotion or a job.
Who was Dobson again?
The Blue Bear guy that made the webcomics that are kind of bad. He was the.
Oh
he was the
yeah,
guy
that guy.
He was mad about Link having blonde hair because he was bullied by blonde kids as a child, so he would hate blonde people.
Yes. Yes, I remember this explicitly. I remember
You remember
Dobson and his he was an acclaimed like bullyable internet figure.
secretly was an
Oh,
inflation
absolutely.
artist.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he cost his sibling a promotion. How will they deal with the inflation?
Basically,
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
the last thing he ever did was he tried to make a webcomic about Muslim lesbian vampire woman, which
Oh, I'm sure that went over well.
he meant it in the most best ways, despite all the heresy that is right there. But he meant it in the best way possible, but it did not go across well at all.
Yeah, the best laid plans of mice and men.
Yeah, so he got forced offline by his family. No, he did not. What do you mean? No, he didn't. Lol. He did. That was the plot of the comic. It was literally this Muslim lesbian vampire.
I think Ari is doing the sensible thing here and just refusing to accept that reality because it's so much more horrible than it could be without it.
He left some darkness residue. Why Muslim? Talking object? I don't know. Why not? He just wants to write his comic.
Because he was one of the sorts that a certain 3-letter acronym applies to, and that's like a sincerely accurate description of their character.
Oof. Oh, we got the Pharaoh's Keeper with that symbol you talked about. Oh my goodness, that meat. But yeah, basically we're setting this up for like, hey guys, yeah, like, do you like the boss or something? Like, you can't be dating the boss. Yeah, there you go. Oh, they're hostages now.
Charlie Pool, I don't think comic characters just spawn out of the ether and you just pick them up as you walk along. I think generally you make creative decisions that form a character.
Nah, they pick you. It's like a tulpa.
Well, according to Lewis, that's how it happens. He couldn't have possibly just made her 18 from the start.
No, hostage crisis.
Senate continues blocking.
Oh, he has a crossover comic. Tulpa and Jory confirmed. I know of the stories of them. I would never do one of those.
How many homunculus have you summoned? How many little gooey creatures have you had to smash with the Bible so far?
That is besides the point.
I love those videos. Given how those work, I worry about egg safety in that process.
That's for other people to find out. They'll learn it. Also, I like this. Like he's doing some animation drawing to it. Like, look at that. There's speed lines. It's the Lightbringer.
I like the buildings.
Oh my god, this page. No shading for this page, sadly due to the fact there was too many people in it. Heck, I even felt drained just trying to draw halfway decent looking people in the crowd. Eventually, I gave up the premise of having everyone have a face, and just made silly shapes like the others in the back. I love imminent depression.
Something about that kid on the far left there just really speaks to my soul.
Yeah.
That's me. That's me every single time I read it at an author's note.
Yeah.
Yes, imminent depression, you are very relevant here. This is how we're feeling right now from reading this. Also, I love the whole, like, we need more narration boxes. Twice
Oh
the
god,
narration.
yes, please. We need the perspective of both characters, please. I need more. I need more of your masterful dialogue, please. I'm begging you, Lewis.
You see, the Darkbringer is a dark mirror of the Lightbringer, so at any given time, he's thinking the evil version of whatever the Lightbringer is thinking.
Also, eyes don't work like that. Like, what the heck's going on with your eye, buddy?
Eyes don't work in any way they have been attempted in this comic.
Did Buckley help him on the dialogue? Buckley could at least be succinct. I mean...
Yeah, I mean, look at Buckley's most famous comic and say there's too many words in it.
I am the Darkbringer. I'm your antithesis. Your opposite. You are the blinding, deceitful of light. I am the truth of dark.
I really like the pose in that page. It's the same pose on this page as well, pretty much.
Is that the I'm gonna do it to him pose?
No, because his hands are behind him. He's... He's just, like, angled upwards at the hips.
How do your powers work? Magics? With a K, mind you. Just with a K. Gotta be fancy. This page!
Yeah, it's really good.
Oh my god.
I like how it's supposed to show some kind of dichotomy, but, like, they're both evil and fucked up, and it's the same guy.
Within you, inside you, there are two wolves. They're both fucked up and evil.
Real hamburger helper with demon teeth energy.
It's Two-Face! See, it's very difficult to come up with the philosophy/religion of the darkness beyond what's seen in my books. Even though it's mostly about rejecting happiness, since I don't believe in the thing as the darkness, I have a hard time coming up with a rationalization for this. Darkbringer's beliefs. The blast. What did he do? He gets beat up. Yes, this is the why you suck speech. You're doing nothing, hero. You're bad.
I really like this page because it's completely unclear which order the text bubbles go in, and also it doesn't matter because they're all complete nonsense.
It's sure an
Yeah,
adventure.
Where do you read this? Like, I'm like going top to right down throughout the first bubble, right? Then I go left and then over and then read both of those bubbles and then go back to the left? Maybe? I'm not sure.
Okay, I think that's what
They're
you do.
kind of three distinct thoughts that he's expressing,
Yes.
so you can read them in whatever order.
Do the top, then the right, then the left entirely.
It's like Naked Lunch.
It can be any order, let's be real.
They broke new ground.
They're breaking new ground! Oh my god.
It literally is just Green Lantern. That's a Green Lantern fist.
What is it? Wait, at what point could he ever stretch his beams in an angle before? That power has never been revealed.
He learned it after the Smiling Man stretched his beam at an angle.
Images flash before my eyes. I see children slaughtered, women raped, men surrendering to avarice, greed, and cowardice. I see every terrible thing on earth, and I want to throw up, to scream, to surrender to the pain and horror, but my body won't let me. Overriding my disgust and fear is anger. This horrible disregard for everything I believe in. I'm enraged by the Darkbringer. I will not surrender to you. You fight them. Look at that.
Oh yeah, no, it's a hilarious way to handle an evil counterpart. And especially funny when you realize that this darkness he's talking about is the antagonist from the Angel Armor series of young adult novels.
Wow, this guy's obsessed with bad things happening to women specifically, huh?
Yeah, it really makes you think.
Yeah.
Really makes you think. I mean, it's, I don't know. It's probably just a coincidence, honestly.
What's that?
It's a coincidence.
Oh. Yeah, no, that's what that note was. He ran out of space. Like, look at all that. We need more.
Oh my god.
Well, I would darn be stronger than light anyways. Kingdom Hearts, that's probably why. Oh no. He's referencing Countdown to Infinite Crisis, the Blue Beetle's death? Oof.
Yeah. I really like the legs on that piece of fan art.
Oh.
It just looks like he's flying to a bathroom.
Oh god, no! I shouldn't have the chimichanga!
Why would darkness be stronger than light? Because darkness is the fundamental nature of the universe. You know, the stars bring the light, but without them, there is just darkness, you see?
Mm-hmm. It's
and
over.
Just like that,
hey there,
given
friends.
a more succinct and sensible explanation than anything that Lewis wrote in this two-issue arc.
Looks like he could use a hand.
There he is, Linkara, Angel Armor.
There is, the one and only. Not an Elseworlds.
So many self-inserts. So many self-inserts.
These are some cool. He went to Artist Alley, got some really cool art.
Yeah, though, this part's enjoyable. You get to see what it would look like if this was a real book and you hadn't just read like 6 months worth of complete drivel.
Almost at a year now.
Oh god.
A year in, and he has had. You know, it's amazing because I remember the days of webcomics and and then watching the progression of art, and they always got better over time. Like it was like it went from like serviceable to like really amazing in the late stages, and like you could even see the progression over like short periods of time, months, 6 months, a year, and then with Lewis's comic, nothing has changed from issue 1. It's the exact same.
Is he doing an elbow drop?
Yeah, he is. Anyway, I mean, I think we're dropping it after issue 7.
So it's 2 hours.
For our own safety. But in issue 8, he allegedly changes his art style and starts having a different artist pseudonym on the issues. However, it still looks the exact same.
Oh,
it's unbelievable. It's incredible how this man's mind was working.
You cannot improve on perfection.
Could somebody please do Linkara's speech here?
Okay, let me see. Lovely. Let me loosen lips and light the lamp of legend. This locus of leaps and lacerations looks lords of light against lawbreakers. I slume here to heighten the load of the list of the from the leathersmith. The late I have learned of the lineage of the lore-lasting lifetimes when not loitering about the lateral locale, ludicrously, luminous luminosity is my lodestar, as is yours, so let me just say, it is my very good honor to meet you, and you may call me Lewis.
Now then.
So Linkara watched V for Vendetta and was like, hey, I can do that.
I can do that, but with L's.
He sure gets a lot of them, so it makes sense.
Oh. We have the V for Vendetta. Good. This. Eh. Also, look at that heal. That's how you do healing transitions.
There's
Amazing.
still the blood on him on the other side of the
He
transition,
forgot
so
to
it
erase the
doesn't look
blood.
different.
Oh, look at the stick people down there.
Oh my god, you're right. They are literally just... What?
Well, of course, he drew the crowd there. It would be inconsistent if they just went away.
Plus, I love the
Amazing.
shading and highlighting turned out.
It just looks blurry there. Like, I think he's trying to shade it up in the upper right panel, but it just looks like lower resolution.
Linkara! There it is, everybody. That's
Oh
me.
my god.
And that's why he
He had-
doesn't want you calling him the Lightbringer, because Linkara is a different guy. You can see him right there.
Yes.
I'm not the Lightbringer. I have big, cool wings.
I'm Angel Armor. I didn't know this coming into this, but now that I know there's 2 self-inserts, I love it even more.
It's so powerful. It's so potent. There's so much going on.
Also, I'm gonna stab you with my like my Assassin's Creed knives. No, don't do that.
It was
So I'm pretty sure he took
2006.
those. Pretty sure he took those from Hawkman, because in the early to mid 90s, Hawkman had the wings, obviously, but also had a pair of katars that looked very similar to those wrist blades.
I've got to check something. Well, I mean, possibly. What month was this comic was this released?
This would have been.
This was 2006, so this is
7 now.
Okay, because what month does it have a month on it anywhere?
Looks like March.
March.
Okay, this was prior to Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed 1 released in November of 2007.
This is after.
Plus, Angel Armor was in the books, obviously, and
Uh-huh.
I imagine he probably had the wrist blades there as well.
True. So he was ahead of the times on this one.
Linkara is a visionary. That little effect that you don't know what's going on. That's his way of distracting, by the way. That's what's going on. I didn't mess up drawing them. Don't look at it. This is cute. They both use the same dialogue box.
Yeah, no, he is trying some things with the lettering in these issues.
And now for
They're not going great, but you know, it's an attempt. I can respect that. And now here's his 4 young adult novels compressed into a single panel.
It's like The Fugitive.
What does that panel mean? I haven't been able to work it out.
Did he lost his arm? Did someone lose their arm
I
in that
don't
movie?
think the fugitive. I don't think he gets his arm chopped off of the fugitive. I don't think that happens.
You don't have to tell me twice, but during the Stone Age.
Do you read comic books? Do you read comic books? Cassandra Cain. And everyone clapped.
God, that page. It's so much.
They're having banter.
So for those of you who are unfamiliar, Cassandra Cain, the second Batgirl, she was originally raised to be an assassin, but after killing someone, she was like, oh, that feels bad, actually. What if I were a Batman instead and didn't kill people? and so she doesn't kill people anymore, but she used to.
Until they
Masterful.
Like Angel Armor, you see?
Mhm. See, I can kill one bad guy as a treat.
Oh no, she killed someone good. She was an assassin.
What is he
Or
even doing over here in
Neutral,
this
I
panel?
suppose.
Like,
Hanging out. Oh, he's reading his book. He's reading his book about darkness from the Dark Lord Darkness.
Let there be tragedy, let there be pain, let there be sorrow, let there be horror. Let there be the end of these childish things. This guy is
Of course,
strong.
handcuffs, of course, are gonna be the thing that stops this all powerful behemoth with
Well,
demon
of course,
powers.
they're Angel Armor's special handcuffs.
Oh God! Oh, come on.
Well, because you see, the Darkbringer here does mention that his boss Darkness was killed, and it was Angel Armor who did that. So Angel Armor clearly has some anti-darkness tech. And then here's his sword materializing.
I guess that's how that is. I thought it was like magic sword, but no, it's just like teleporting in. You ain't dead yet?
Wait, he got pierced like 5 times in like the last panel. What?
Yeah, that's a lot of. That's all the way through, even.
Yeah, that was he should be very dead.
He's the Lightbringer.
He's, you know, maybe if Linkara were thinking this through, he'd eventually be like, oh, actually, the Lightbringer's physical form is some kind of hologram from the light powers. That's where the light powers are coming from. So he can be all messed up and be fine. But no, he's just full of heroic spirit is all.
Man, that was stupid. Oh, if that was your last words. Oh, it's a Superboy. Come up, wake up, Lightbringer. My armor saved you. Good job. Oh. Also, so he did a crossover comic during this big, like, 2007 crossover year, where, like, everyone crossed over. And, in it, his part gets he gets beat up in his part of the crossover comic. Let me find that panel of it, because it is... Like,
The Lightbringer's kind of a loser. Like, he's always getting his ass kicked all the time.
Well, of course, he was raised by pacifists. He never learned how to do anything cool.
But yeah, here's Lightbringer in a different comic. Immediately getting beat up by robots. It's just so sad. How's this guy mentioned City of Heroes before?
City of Heroes does show up in one of the fan art sections.
I am not shocked. I am not shocked at all.
I can't hold it against them. City of Heroes seems like it was fun. I'm always upset that I missed it.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I remember. So my experience with it was I saw a couple trailers on early YouTube, and I wasn't allowed to play MMOs because it required a credit card, and my parents would not give me access to a credit card ever.
Fair enough.
But I saw the physical copies of the game and like the expansions at Big Lots, like for like $5 each, and I stared at them in wonder in like 2007, 2008, and then just walked away because I didn't have a PC to play games with.
I tried it recently. It was pretty good. Also, this page is terrible because this reminded me of House of M existing.
Oh.
Yeah, let's see how these guys talk some comic nerd stuff. Well, he mentioned Hawkman back there. You were right, Valence.
Oh yeah.
There's
Yeah.
Hawkman right there. Well.
Oh, and there's the symbol on the wall. I'm sure whatever the payoff to that is going to be really good. Wait, hang on. Did the Bad Wolf season of Doctor Who happen by 2007?
I don't think so. Let me find out.
Nope, that was
Battle-
2005.
No. Oh, okay. Well. Yep, that
So a
connects then.
time-traveling entity that has an iconic piece of graffiti that keeps appearing everywhere. Interesting concept, Lewis. Where'd you get it from?
Oh, and here's the crossover week where he meets this guy, and Lightbringer just gets Lightbringered. Your name sucks, you're stupid, and... Oh, wait, I gotta go back to that for one reason. The shit peas line is an in-joke to a jam on the main comic forums. Well, they're robots, so of course they're copy-pasted, but also... Yeah, that's the same thing.
Yeah, they're very specifically copy pasted. It's 1-to-1.
Look, he had to get us out real quickly.
Yeah, he had his own epic storyline to wrap up. He couldn't waste too much time on the crossover.
Remember, this is the writing that would go to Atop the Fourth Wall. He would use this for his storylines there.
Unshocking. Well, amazing.
Are we almost done? It still
what a
keeps
masterpiece.
Yeah, we're in the fan art zone now. I had to just straight up skip to the next issue.
going. So much.
Do we even
fan
want to
art.
do issue 8?
No, we don't.
So nothing. Oh, here's City of
No.
Heroes.
Here we go.
God, we don't.
Did you learn anything about Lucara today?
I learned a lot, actually. I learned something. Well, I feel like I knew some of this stuff, but I re-remembered just how fucking insane all this was, and how he's always been kind of a wiener, and it never changed. He has always been a wiener of just a different variety.
You don't know who Linkar is? It's best to keep it that way, Charlie Poole.
Did we learn
Yes.
anything?
Preserve
new?
as much of that innocence
It's
as
better
you
that
can.
you don't know. It is better that you just don't know.
And here's the ending page where the art style changed, not because he got better. He actually had a real artist.
Yeah.
But yes, this was Linkara's Lightbringer. Which thankfully, you don't have to read them, you can just sum it up over here.
Did we learn anything good? Yeah, we saw that clip of Doug reacting to SpongeBob. That was good.
That was
that was a good
one.
moment. We had some fun. We had some laughs. We had some goofs. We had some gaffes. We read some voice acting. We experienced the Lightbringer in all its glory, and now we are free from our mortal coil.
I gotta thank you, Arthur. I would not have been inspired to do this if I'd not seen you talk about Linkara before.
Oh no, it's no problem at all. I will always talk about my niche internet micro celebrity obsessions.
Thank you. Now, if only there was more I could read of his stuff. But that's for another day. Never, maybe, no.
We could always read his adult website lists of all the things that he likes.
Oh, God.
No, that's an Arthur topic right there.
Yes, X-Rock it is. No, I'm the one that I should get some. It's good. No, if you don't.
4 words: dead gay Muppet gangbang.
Oh. Hey, isn't that hot new game, My Friendly Neighborhood?
Yes, exactly.
I'll have to go on your stream, Arthur, for that one. Let's just say, I can pull the image. I'll pull one image up. I won't pull the whole image because the whole image is, well, cursed.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
I'll just put this one up right now. This is Linkara at the same time as Linkara as a Lightbringer. This Risu person is one of his old handles, so that's how they found it. Lightbringer! It's not sex, erotic stories, or porn, but it's a dramatic webcomic that may entertain you. Winky face!
Wait, was he advertising the Lightbringer on a porn forum?
He sure was. What a legend.
Winky face.
Anyway, so I think I know what our raid message has to be.
Yep, Winky
Who
face.
are we raiding?
That is
Arthur, you're responsible for this.
I'm responsible.
guest.
All right. Let's see. Who would be a good fit from here? Nikkei. Let's raid Nikkei.
Give me a link to her and I'll do it, or him, or whoever.
Let's raid the Fuddy Tanuki lady.
Should we do I am the Lightbringer after that, or just that alone? You know what? That's simplicity's perfect. Oh my god.
There you go. I posted her name in there.
Oh, Nikki. I know. Nikki's awesome. I say her name wrong. That's what's the problem. My bad.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, no. She's really cool. She's a cool Tanuki.
Yeah,
I'm
very
glad
nice
you
name.
were interested, Ari, even if it was a surprise.
Glad you enjoyed. Thank you, Rippy. Arthur, it was really cool having you. I gotta have you back on for something actually good in the future.
I hate things that are good. I only like things that are bad. Egg,
my
I
goodness.
just beat Balan Wonderworld.
I can dig up something bad. Don't worry. I can dig
All
up
I
something
do
that's
is
been like
CBT.
properly published and is bad.
We can continue. Okay, Atop the Fourth Carton will be back next time for another bad comic for us to look at.
Let's read the entirety of the Clone Saga.
That's like 2 omnis.
That's
insane.
Arthur, I'm glad to get people into comics, but that is a lot of us to read.
But the Jackal's plan was so cool. It definitely wasn't fucking
Oh, what if we did
stupid.
Marvel?
Marvel.
Oh, God.
Arthur, you know Marvel, right?
No.
Okay, Valence will be sending you some images in the future. You will be looking at them and loving them. But yes, everybody.
Oh,
That's
dear.
all.
Goodbye.
That's all, yolks. Thanks for watching.